Have you ever stepped into a space or a room and felt this overwhelming feeling come over you of, oh, I can feel and sense that there is tension in here, there's discomfort, or maybe a whole room of excitement and happiness, and you just really feel that into your body? And as an empath or highly sensitive, you might then also be taking these energies on. So in today's video, I'm going to go into a few things that you can do just to check in and see, is this yours? Are these energies, these emotions yours, or are they someone else's? And then go into a couple things you can do to visualize and release, and then reset your boundaries. And thank you for joining me. I'm AmyC with You Finding You. I'm an intuitive and transformational coach. And currently in the dialog box below, you'll see that there's a freebie that you can snag up, which is about maintaining your energy and different things that you can do as an empath, sensitive, intuitive, to clear out, to maintain your energies. So again, do check that out. That's in the dialog box below. For myself, when I think about actually stepping into a space or into a room and really feeling the energy of it, one of the places that really stands out for me was the subway cars in New York, where sometimes I would step in and it would be this palpable energy coming at me. And it would just be like, oh my God, what is going on in here? And right away, you just wanted to turn around and leave. And it's like you're confined in this space, and then suddenly you would see someone yelling down the train car at someone else. And in that train car, everyone's heads was just down. And, you know, like, we're not noticing this, we're not paying attention. But at the same time, they were in a space of tension. And that tension, that energy just filled that whole train car. And then, of course, me stepping into it, it's like I'm then taking on the energies of all these people in the train car that had this tension and anxiety and whatever they were feeling and sensing. But taking that on then, like before I stepped into the train car, I was in a certain mood, feeling okay, and then I would step in, take on these energies, and I would leave in a completely different mood. And so we can go in and shift that and be able to clear then what is not yours and get back to, at least try to get back to what is just you and your energies. So to do that, initially you can just do a full, like, is this mine? Just ask, is this mine? And if you get a hit of yes or no, then a lot of times for myself, if I even get this isn't mine, I'll just be like, oh, okay. And it like releases right away. Like I no longer need to hold on to it. And I know that I don't need to, so it just releases. But you can also fine tune it a little bit and go into certain areas in your body. You can see, where am I holding this? You can ask and see, but also into your shoulder space, into your heart space or your gut and belly area. So if you go into the shoulder space, it's like, are you holding responsibilities or weight that is not yours? So you can ask that, like, am I holding weight that is not mine? And then just see, do you get a yes or a no? What comes through when you ask that question? And when you go to the heart space, you can ask about, is this emotion mine or is it someone else's? And down to the belly and gut area, is this anxiety or fear mine? And how was I feeling before I stepped into this space? Like noticing the difference of maybe that anxiety is from the space that you stepped into and all of the people in it. But what were you noticing or being before that to what you are feeling and sensing now or even after? And then to release these energies, you might have, like myself, where when as soon as I get a yes or that this is not mine, then I'm like, oh, it's not mine. I don't need this. And it feels like you just notice it just releases because you're then aware of you're holding on to these things that don't belong to you. And it's like, I don't need this. You can also visualize like a golden light coming through your body And as you're visualizing, be thinking this golden light is picking up what is not mine and it is releasing it either down into the earth or releasing it back to those that it belongs to. Like, you don't need to be holding this. And I always like sending it back with love. Like, okay, this is not mine. I'm sending it back to you with love. And I also can do visualization of like a waterfalls flowing over me. And the waterfalls, like I can see like it's picking up the grime in the water and the, it's like, this isn't my grime. I'm letting it go. I'm letting this dirty water go down into the earth, or I'm letting the dirty water return to who it belongs to. So you can use these visualizations to help then release again what is not yours. And then as well, setting up a protective bubble around yourself. And this too is visualizing golden light, or you can do violet light around you, this bubble that is surrounding you. And even saying things like, I'm in my own power, or I am safe. I am setting up this boundary around me and knowing that you are protected in this space. So that was just a couple little things that you can do. Check in. They're quick little easy things you can ask yourself throughout the day whenever you're in different environments or situations. Or if you're like me and you've gone into a subway car and you felt that palpable energy feeling of everyone very tense in the room, and you can just leave that and ask yourself these questions like, I don't need to be carrying these other people's energies, so they're not mine to need to hold on to anymore, and just be able to release. And I would be curious if you too have had different techniques or ways that you are able to release or check in with yourself if you're holding on to other people's energies and their emotions and the different feelings. Do put that in the comments below. Thank you guys for joining me today. If you are enjoying and getting value out of these videos, do hit that like, share, and subscribe. Thank you again. I'll see you in the next video.